Today video session is History Unit 3 World War II. World War First was fought from 1914 to 1918 and Second World War began in 1939 and ended in 1945. Both wars were fought on several fronts across Europe, Asia and Africa. Under the Axis, Adolf Hitler Germany, Benito Mussolini Italy, Hirohito Japan. Under the Allies, Winston Churchill Britain, Franklin D. Roosevelt United States, Joseph Stalin USSR, that is Russia, and Charles de Gaulle France. Under the World War II, the financial cost was also huge. It was 5 times higher than the First World War. Brutally against civilian populations. That is, brutally means nothing but physical violence. And the treatment of prisoners of war, many of whom were tortured and killed. Innumerable atrocities were committed against the people living in conquered region. In this lesson, we are going to learn about causes, cause and effects of Second World War. Under the causes, the immediate and primary cause of World War II was the aggressive military offensive undertaken by a resurgent Germany and a fast developing Japan. However, the root causes of the war are more complex. The Germany and Treaty of Versailles 1919. The Treaty of Versailles ending World War I was signed in June 1919. Germany was forced to give up territories to the west, north and east of the German border. Already you know about that. We learnt about in Unit 1, isn't it? Germany had to disarm and was allowed to retain only a very restricted armed force, that is army, navy and air force. As reparations for the war, Germany was expected to pay for the military and civilian cost of the war to the allied nations. Failure of League of Nations. The treaty also set up the League of Nations, as we have seen in lesson 1 on the initiative of President Woodrow Wilson of the United States. The League was expected to mediate between countries and take action against countries which indulged in military aggression. But the League of Nations was formed to avoid wars. The members were not following the principles of League. So the League of Nations failed to maintain world peace. Post-war crisis and Germany. The interwar period was a time of severe economic downturn in Western Europe as well as the United States. Britain was facing massive unemployment and its economy was nearly crippled by the general strike of 1926. The United States was faced with the Great Depression after 1929. The problems which many countries faced in the post-First World War decades led to the rise of extreme right-wing dictatorship in Italy, Mussolini, Germany, Hitler, and Spain, Franco. Germany experienced both high unemployment and severe inflation after the war, and its currency became practically worthless. In 1920s, when ordinary people had to carry money in wheelbarrows only to buy bread. The rise of Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler was gifted with great skills. He was able to sway the people by his impassioned speeches, promising a return to the glorious military past of Germany. He founded the National Socialist Party, generally known as the Nazis. Hitler came to power in 1933 and ruled Germany till 1945. Hitler began to rearm Germany, the manufacture of armaments and machinery for the army, navy and air force, and solved the problem of unemployment also in Germany. Italy's break with Britain and France in better relations between Italy and Germany. In 1936, before Germany invaded the Rhineland, which was supposed to be a demilitarized zone, Rome-Berlin axis. Then later, with Japan joining this alliance, it became Rome-Berlin-Tokyo axis. Hitler's claim was that the German-speaking people should be united into one nation. Allies and non-intervention. There were also acts of aggression by Italy and Japan. Italy invaded Ethiopia in 1935 and Albania in 1939. Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia appealed to the League of Nations but got no help. In 1931, Japan invaded Manchuria, and in 1937, it invaded China and seized Beijing. All these were ignored by the Allies, and the League of Nations was unable to take any action. Then Munich Pact. In 1938, Prime Minister Chamberlain concluded the Munich Pact with Germany, which was the shameful acceptance of Germany's invasion of Czechoslovakia to annex German-speaking Sudetenland. Though Hitler gave an assurance in the Munich Pact that Germany would not attack any other country, this was broken immediately. In 1939, he invaded Czechoslovakia. Poland was attacked next, and this was the final act which resulted in the declaration of war by Britain and France against Germany. In Britain, Prime Minister Chamberlain resigned in 1940, and Winston Churchill, who had always warned about Hitler and his military ambitions, became Prime Minister. Next one, cause of the World War II. World War II was fought on two distinct fronts, Europe and the Asia Pacific. In Europe, the war was fought by the Allies against Germany and Italy. In the Asia Pacific, the Allies fought Japan. World War II was a modern warfare with heavy military equipment such as tanks, submarines, battleships, aircraft carriers, flight planes, and bomber planes. This involved a very large resource base since all the equipments needed to be manufactured. Outbreak of war. Britain and France declared war on Germany in September 1939. In June 1940, Italy joined Germany. The first years of the war were a time of spectacular successes of the German army, which occupied Denmark and Norway, and later France. By 1941, all of the mainland Europe till the Russian frontier was under the Axis pass. The German army followed a tactic of lightning strike, that is Blitzkrieg, to storm into various countries and overrun them. The British Royal Navy continued to be the most powerful among the European naval forces and ensured that a seaborne invasion of Britain was not possible. However, Britain depended on large-scale imports of food, raw materials and industrial goods by sea from its empire and the US. To attack this, Germany developed a fleet of submarines by sinking a large number of civilian ships carrying supplies to Britain. Important events. Dunkirk. In May 1940, more than 3 lakhs British and French soldiers were forced back to the beaches in Dunkirk. Though they were under heavy fire, there was no all-out attack by the Germans, and 3,38,000 men were rescued by the British by calling on all men who had boats or a small ship which could be put to use. Battle of Britain. By July 1940, it was feared that the Germans were planning to invade Britain. In September 1940, London was bombed mercilessly, an action known as the Blitz. By October 1940, night bombing raids on London and other industrial cities began. This campaign failed because, with the aid of the newly developed, were able to inflict severe losses on the German bombers. Saluting the bravery of the Royal Air Force, Churchill said in a speech that never was so much owed by so many to so few. The Germans dropped their plans to invade Britain because of the failure of the air battle. Lend-Lease 1941 to 1945. President Roosevelt realized that the United States had to change its policy of isolation. Isolation means nothing but being idle, but could not intervene directly in the war in Europe. He started a program of Lend-Lease in March 1941. Arms, food, military equipment and other supplies were sent to Britain as a loan, which would be returned after use. This augmented the resources of Britain to a great extent. Between 1941 and 1945, the total aid under Lend-Lease amounted to $46.5 billion. Invasion of Russia 1941 to 1942. In June 1941, the German army invaded Russia. The long-term objectives of this move were to seize prime land for settling Germans and also exploit Russia's natural resources, especially oil. The German strategy of lightning strikes was initially successful and the army penetrated 1,000 miles into Russian territory very soon. The German army then marched on Moscow, but ultimately the resistance by the Soviet army and the fierce Russian winter defeated the German army. This one is we know about that Unit 1, isn't it? Battle of Stalingrad. 17th July 1942 to 2nd February 1943. In August 1942, the Germans attacked Stalingrad. Stalingrad was a large industrial city producing armaments and tractors. Capturing the city would cut Soviet transport links with southern Russia, and Stalingrad would then enabling Germans to have access to the oil fields. German war planners hoped to achieve that end with Fall Blau, that is Operation Blue. On June 28, 1942, operations began with significant German victories. Russian people suffered not only from bad working and living conditions but also from ill treatment at German hands in the occupied areas. Yet the people remained loyal to the government despite Hitler's hopes of an anti-Stalin revolution. They successfully defended the city of Stalingrad. Russians considered it to be one of the greatest battles of their Great Patriotic War. Battle of El Alamein 1942. In the early years of the war, German forces under General Rommel were remarkably successful in occupying North Africa rapidly, leaving the British with only Egypt. The Allied forces under General Montgomery counter-attacked defeated the German and Italian forces at El Alamein in North Africa. The German army chased across the desert out of North Africa. This provided the base for the Allied force to invade Italy. Surrender of Italy 1943. Mussolini had been thrown out and the new government of Italy surrendered to the Allies in 1943. However, the Germans set Mussolini up in a puppet regime in the north. Mussolini was killed in April 1945 by Italian partisans. End of Hitler. From 1944, the Russian army began to attack Germany, but the Germans fought back and the war continued for nearly another year and finally ended in May 1945. Hitler committed suicide in April 1945. On April soon after, Germany unconditionally surrendered to the Allied force. War in the Asia-Pacific region. Japan had entertained visions of a glorious empire very much on the same lines as Hitler. The Japanese army invaded Manchuria in 1931. In 1936, Japan invaded China and seized Beijing. that is Peking as it was then known, which had traditionally been the capital of China. The region around Shanghai was also captured, and Nanking, the capital, was captured at the end of the year. Civilians were killed en masse for sport, and all females, from children to old women, were raped, and many were tortured and killed after being raped. China appealed to the League of Nations, but this was in vain since the Western powers were not interested in being involved in a region so far from their sphere of interest. Pearl Harbor, 1941. On December 1941, Japan attacked American naval installations in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, without warning. The idea was to cripple America's Pacific fleet so that the Japan would not face any opposition in its offensive against Southeast Asian countries. Many battleships and numerous fighter planes were destroyed. The United States declared war on Japan, with Britain and China also joining in. This brought together both the Asia Pacific and the European war into one common cause, and it brought the United States with its enormous resources into the war as a part of the Allies. Japanese aggression in Southeast Asia. The Japanese had spectacular success in their plan to extend their empire throughout Southeast Asia. Guam, the Philippines, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaya, the Dutch East Indies, that is Indonesia, and Burma all fell to the Japanese. The Allies faced many rivers in the Pacific region because of their inadequate preparation. The colonial rulers, especially the British, withdrew from their territories, leaving the local people to face the atrocities of the Japanese. Many died of disease and exhaustion. Those who remained suffered under the Japanese. Battle of Midway and Battle of Guadalcanal, 1942. The US Navy defeated the Japanese Navy in the Battle of Midway, which turned the tide in favor of the Allies. The Battle of Guadalcanal in the Solomon Islands was a combined offensive involving the Army and the Navy and lasted for several months. Both were crushing defeats for the Japanese. After this, the American forces were able to retake the Philippines. Gradually, the Japanese were thrown out of most of their conquered territories. In 1944, the combined British and Indian armies were able to push back the Japanese, who attempted to invade the northeast India. Then, along with the Chinese, they pushed the Japanese out of Burma and liberated Malaya and Singapore. Hiroshima and Nagasaki, August 1945. As a top secret project using the latest scientific advances, the US developed an atomic bomb immensely more powerful than conventional explosives. The Japanese generals refused to surrender, and finally the US dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima. As the Japanese still refused to surrender, another atom bomb was dropped on Nagasaki. Japan ultimately announced surrender on 15th August 1945 and formally signed 2nd September 1945, bringing an end to Second World War. Okay, we will see about now effects of the war. Under the effects of the war, new geopolitical power alignment, new nuclear proliferation, international agencies. Under new geopolitical power alignment, the world was polarized into two main blocks led by superpowers, one led by United States with the pronounced anti-communist ideology and the other by Soviet Russia. Europe was divided into two, communist and non-communist. Under nuclear proliferation, the United States and the Soviet Union entered into a race to have more nuclear-powered weapons. Britain and France also developed their own nuclear weapons. Under the international agencies, the United Nations, the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund came into existence, providing a forum for countries large and small. Next one, Holocaust and its fallout. After Hitler came to power, the Jews were persecuted in many ways. They were deprived of their civil rights, their properties were confiscated, and many were confined to ghettos, that is, slum area. The killing continued till the end of the war. Of human rights. In the aftermath of the Holocaust means in Tamil பேரழிவு. Holocaust, the UNO in its charter pledged to promote universal respect for and observance of the human rights and the fundamental freedoms for all without distinction to race, sex, language and religion. The UN adopted this historic charter on 10th December 1948. This day, that is 10th December, is observed globally as Human Rights Day. Birth of Israel. A major outcome of the Holocaust was the creation of the state of Israel as a homeland for the Jews. While this was historically the original home of the Jews, during Roman times, the Jews had dispersed across Europe and the region was predominantly populated by Muslims by the 20th century. There is a continuous state of hostility. Hostility means opposition or unfriendly between the Arab states and Israel. Israel has occupied large parts of Palestinian homelands. Israel derives vast support from the United States. New international order. By 1941, the United States and Britain began to give serious consideration to the need for international cooperation for achieving lasting peace among all nations. International agencies had been established after World War I, but the League of Nations unfortunately proved to be ineffectual. The International Labour Office (ILO), located in Geneva in Switzerland, however, is still active and continues to work on issues relating to labor and employment. United Nations, that is UN. The first initiative for the United Nations came from the United States and Britain in 1941 when they issued a joint declaration known as the Atlantic Charter. This stated there would be a peace for all countries so that all people could live their lives in freedom from fear and want. This declaration of the United Nations was accepted by all the 26 countries which were fighting against the Axis powers, that is Germany, Italy and Japan, on New Year's Day 1942. The Charter of the United Nations was signed on June 26, 1945 by 51 nations. Each one, big or small, has an equal vote in the United Nations. Next one we will see about General Assembly and Security Council. The United Nations functions almost like many government through its principal organs which are similar to the legislative, executive and judicial wings of a state. In the General Assembly is the body in which each member state is represented. It meets once a year and issues of interest and points of conflict are discussed in the Assembly. Major issues and conflicts are discussed in the Security Council. Next one, administrative structure. The Secretary General along with his cabinet and other officials run United Nations. The International Court of Justice, headquarters at the Hague in Holland, is the judicial wing of the United Nations. The Economic and Social Council, that is ECOSOC, the fifth organ of the United Nations, is responsible for coordinating all the economic and social work of the United Nations. The regional economic commissions functioning for regional development across the various regions of the world. They have been very successful. Other important organs of the United Nations, that is FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, then WHO, World Health Organization, UN, UNESCO, that is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. There are also special organizations funded voluntarily by member countries. The two best known among them or UNICEF and UNDP, that is UNICEF, that is United Nations Children's Fund, which promotes child health and welfare across the world, and the UNDP, that is the United Nations Development Program, which focuses on development. Activities of the UN: human rights, the problems of refugees, Akadin Chulwana refugees, climate change, gender equality are all within the ambit of the activities of the United Nations. A special mention must be made of the UN peacekeeping force, which has acted in many areas of conflict all over the world. The Indian Army has been an important part of the peacekeeping force and has been deep many parts of the world. Now we will see about the World Bank. The World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, referred to as the Bretton Woods twins, were both established in 1945 after the Bretton Woods Conference in 1944. Located in Washington, D.C. in the United States, they have the same membership, since a country cannot be member of the bank without being a member of the fund. The two main organs of the World Bank are the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, that is IBRD, and the IDA, that is the International Development Agency. Together, they are often referred to as the World Bank. The main responsibility of the IBRD in the initial years was to fund the reconstruction activities under the Marshall Plan in the European countries. IDA, the International Development Agency, also lends money to government for developmental activities. These loans are soft loans and are given at very low rates of interest for a period of 50 years. The International Finance Corporation (IFC) mainly functions with private enterprises in developing countries. Next one is IMF, International Monetary Fund. The International Monetary Fund was primarily the brainchild of Harry Dexter White and John Maynard Keynes, the famous economist. It was formally organized in 1945 with 29 member countries. Now has a membership of 189 countries. The objectives of the IMF are, that is International Monetary Fund, to foster global monetary cooperation, secure financial stability, facilitate international trade, promote high employment and sustainable economic growth, and reduce poverty around the world. Next we will see about post-war welfare states in Europe. The term welfare state refers to the concept that the government is responsible for the social and economic welfare of the people, thus expanding the role of the state beyond providing defense and maintaining law and order. The state now intervenes in many ways to protect the welfare of the people, for instance through laws which protect workers in the workplace by prescribing the number of working hours, minimum wages and safe working conditions and so on. Then the term welfare state used only for states where the people also enjoy civil and political liberties. All the countries in Western Europe are now welfare states where the citizens are provided free health and social services. In 1942, the report commonly known as the Beveridge Report, this was published in the United Kingdom, which proposed a series of measures which government should adopt to provide citizens with adequate income, healthcare, education, housing and employment to overcome poverty and disease, which were the major impediments to general welfare. After the World War II, the Labour Party was voted into power in Britain. It promised to undertake steps to look after the people from the cradle to the grave. The benefits can either be achieved through cash transfers like old age pensions and unemployment compensation or through free services. In addition, these countries also try to minimize economic disparities through progressive taxation by taxing the higher income groups at relatively high rates. This is timeline. Timeline is very important to your exam, so don't forget to learn. 1914 outbreak of World War I, 1917 Russian Revolution, 1918 end of the World War I, 1919 Treaty of Versailles, 1920 establishment of League of Nations, 1922 Mussolini's March on Rome, 1927 formation of Vietnam Nationalist Party, 1929 the Great Depression, 1933 Hitler became the Chancellor of Germany, 1935 Mussolini invaded Ethiopia, 1939 outbreak of World War II, 1940 Battle of Britain, 1941 Pearl Harbor incident, 1942 Battle of Stalingrad, 1945 end of World War II, 1945 formation of UNO. These timelines is from unit 1 to unit 3, so don't forget to learn. Children, you look at the map. This is Axis power countries: Germany, Italy, Hungary, Bulgaria, Japan. These are allied power countries. In west, United States, Canada, then Brazil. In center, United Kingdom, France, Norway, Denmark. East, Russia, China, Australia. This is your book back map. In western side, in the America, San Francisco. In down, Hawaii Island. In the middle or in the east, Moscow. Then this side in Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay, children, you learn properly. You learn book back questions, question and answer, one word, timeline, map also. Take care. Thank you.